Hello, still we're talking about 3.2 polynomial function of higher degrees. So here we want to see how to find the zeros of functions. In the previous video we were sketching the graphs without their x-intercepts. So now we'll see how to find the zeros of polynomial functions. That means we're going to find the x-intercepts. So let's have an example. F of x equals to minus 2x to the power of 4 plus 2x squared. Okay, so in this type of function you can easily find the common factor. So you can take out the common factor, which is negative 2x squared. So what will be left inside is here x squared minus 1. Now to find the zero of this polynomial, make it equals to what? Equals 0. Then this can be further factorized because it's a difference between two squares, x minus 1 and x plus 1. Now you'll have three possibilities where minus 2x squared equals to 0, or x minus 1 equals to 0, or x plus 1 equals to what? 0. So here x will be 0, here x will be 1, and here x will be negative 1. So now you can see here that I have three different intercepts or values of x's. Okay, here you don't have any y-intercepts because there is no constant number here, so the y-intercept will be 0. Now we can start sketching this graph, but first let's decide what type of graph is it, even or odd. Of course it's even because the leading coefficient is having the power of 4, so it's even. What else? Positive or negative? You can see what's the sign of the leading coefficient. It's negative. These are our y-intercepts, and these are our x-intercepts, and there is no y-intercept, so we can start sketching. So the graph is going to pass through these 3 points. It will touch these 3 points. So how can I know the graph will be this way, or it might be? So who knows what will be this graph looking like? I don't know what's this height. I don't know what's this point. So here you have to look for the what? For the maximum points. For these two maximum points. Okay, how can you find these two maximum points? First you have the maximum between these 2 points, which is negative 1 and 0. Find that. I want you to add 0 plus negative 1 divided by 2. You'll have negative half. So here you'll have negative half. Plug in this negative half in the original equation, which is minus 2x to the power of 4 plus 2x squared. Instead of this, plug in what? Negative half. Okay. After plugging in this, I want you to use your calculator to find what will be the value for this one. So I found it here, almost 0 point 375, 0.375. So it's almost a very, if I consider that this is 1 and this is half, it will be even less than the half. Let's say that this is my 0.375. So this will be our maximum point here. You have to do the same thing also to find the maximum for this one. You're going to do 0 plus 1 divided by 2, which is to know what's the maximum point between the point 0 and positive 1. You'll have here half. Plug in this half in the original question, which is minus 2x to the power of 4 plus 2x squared, and you'll find 0.375. So here will be the point half, and here will be our maximum point. Now we are just supposed to connect the points to sketch our graph, and of course, you know, once it's even, both of the extreme points are going to be in the same side, but here they will both be down because it's negative. So this will be our graph. By the way, I want to tell you something here, that graphs of polynomial functions must have smooth turnings. Their turnings are supposed to be smooth. That means you cannot have a graph of this type. Someone might come and ask me, why don't I draw the graph like this? So I'm going to tell you that you cannot have this type of graphs in higher polynomial functions. So it must be a smooth curve. So try to make it a curve, not a straight line. Good. Okay, let's have another example now. So here it says that f of x equals to 3x to the power of 4 minus 4x cubed. So again, here you can have a common factor, which is x cubed. Take it out, and what will be left here? 3x minus 4. To find the 0, make it equals to 0. So now you'll have either x cubed equals to 0 or 3x minus 4 equal 0. So here directly x will be 0, and here bring this one back, 3x equals to 4. So to find the value of x, divide both sides by 3. So you have two values where x is 0 or 4 over 3. Again, let's decide what type of graph it's going to be. Of course, it's even because the leading coefficient is the power is here degree of 4. That means it's even. It's positive because the 3 is here positive. So you'll have even. It is positive. We already know what are the x-intercepts. You have two x-intercepts here. How about the y-intercept? It would be nothing. That means 0 y-intercept. So now let's try to sketch this graph. So it will be a graph of 3x to the power of 4 minus 4x cubed. Here you have an x-intercept of 0. 4 over 3 means a little bit more than 1. If I consider that this is 1, 4 over 3 will be almost here, let's say. So this is my 4 over 3. Okay. So since it's positive, that means both are going to come this way. Am I right? Yes. So the graph is coming this way, then it will go this way. But there is something here. I don't know what would be the length of this one. I don't know what's happening in this area. So to know that, again you have to find the maximum, the minimum. This point will be minimum actually. So we'll do the same step. 0 plus 4 over 3 divided by 2. It will be almost 0.67. So take this number and plug it instead of the x. I'll do it here. Okay, so I found the point that's negative 0.59, almost 0.6. And what's this number first? It's here 0.67, and here it's going to be negative 0.6. So you'll have a point here. So the graph is coming this way, and it will go this way. So here lots of things might happen that we don't know. So I will tell you all the time, put like points, because I cannot decide what's happening here. I don't want you to do or to work more on that. It's enough to know just the local minimum. This is our local minimum. So the graph looks like this. Let's have one more example. I need more slides. Okay. Another example. Minus 2x cubed plus 6x squared minus 9 over 2x. Again, here you can take out a number and make this one, like you can take out x as a common factor, and also minus 2 must be taken out. So I'll take minus half. So if you multiply this minus half by what, it will give you 2x cubed. It will be just here x squared, because x squared times x will give you x cubed. And 4 times half will give you these 2, plus, like this x is gone out, so what will be left here is 6x, and here you must have a 12, so that you'll have 12 times half will give you the 6, but the sign must be negative here, so that this negative with this negative will give you a positive. Here if you take out half, what will be left here? It will be 9. X is also taken out, so this minus must be here what? Plus. So minus with the plus will give you 9, and half times 9 will give you 9 over 2. So it almost looks like this. Now minus half of x, by the way, this is a perfect square. It's a perfect square of 2x minus 3 the whole squared. So now just make it equals to 0, because we're talking about zeros of functions. You will have two different possibilities, where minus half of x equals to 0, or 2x minus 3 equals to 0, or again 2x minus 3 equals to 0, because they are twice. And the answer for these two is going to be the same, so I'll leave this part. Here directly x is 0, and here take this one back, 2x will be 3, so divide both sides by 2, x will be 3 over 2. So now we didn't decide what type of graphs it is. This is odd, because the biggest degree here is 3, so it is odd, and of course it's negative. I don't have a y-intercept here, it will be 0. I have these two x-intercepts, so let's try to sketch it here. So in the first place, put your x-intercepts, which are 0 and 3 over 2. 3 over 2 is 1.5. you know that. Alright, so it's odd, so one of the tips is going to be up and the other will be down. But since it's negative, is it going to start this way or it will be this way? Of course it will be like this. It will come from here, then it will go down. But what's happening here? We have no idea. So I'll just connect the first point, and then there will be something. My graph is coming this way, then it will be going this way. So what will be here, or what's happening here? I have no idea, right? So we do the same step, which is 0 plus 3 over 2 divided by 2. It will give you 0.75. So this will be 0.75. I must know the local maximum or minimum. So put this number in the original equation to find the local maximum or minimum. So I got a number which is negative 0.8. Since it's negative 0.8, that means it's going to be a local minimum. So just connect the points. As I told you, you don't know what's happening here. You have no clear idea of what's happening here. So let's do it more small. This is what our graph looks like. Here put broken lines because I have no idea what's happening for sure. So this is my graph. Okay, by the way, I'll give you questions in the next video that will help you to understand more, and you'll solve them.